Hey everybody, welcome back to Richard's Vinyl Taphouse. Happy October 1st. We're out of September. It's where September was the longest month ever this month. A lot going on and a lot of records. This is part two of my September finds. I did one mid-month. I talked about a bunch of things that came in. This is part two, and it's maybe slightly longer than the last one, so we better jump into it. CD finds, new finds, used finds, reissues, whole lot of stuff. In the first video, I talked about picking up Feeder's Comfort and Sound reissue. I also went ahead and picked up the CD, mainly because it's a 2 CD affair with extra bonus tracks and remixes and stuff, some of which I've never heard before. So I went ahead and picked that up just for the Feeder completist that I am. Is it good? Of course it's good. It's Feeder. I'm glad that's finally got a stateside issue for a Feeder album that just seems like they're impossible to find. A used CD title that Rob over at Northern Revolutions will be happy that I've picked up, and it's his favorite Blue Rodeo album called The Days in Between. And he said it's a very different album from what Blue Rodeo are known for, and I totally agree. It isn't quite as, shall I say, countrified. Usually their albums have a very country tone. This is a little edgier. I quite like this one. This may become my favorite Blue Rodeo, so thank you, Rob, for cluing me in to that one. That was his Sunday video. He rank ordered Blue Rodeo, and it helped me out quite a bit. New albums, yes. Superchunk. This is their new one, Songs in the Key of Yikes. What a brilliant title. Really cool album cover. Superchunk, for those who don't know, are kind of a, not really power pop, but kind of, guitar-oriented rock outfit that, to me, they're just known for writing really, really good songs that just don't get recognized for what they do. They're really good. This would probably not be a starting point for them because it's not really deep dive, but it's a little out of the ordinary. Apart from the very cool, what is that, like, I don't know, tiger vinyl, gold swirl, something like that. Starting point for Superchunk would be their earlier albums like No Pocky for Kitty, which is fantastic. So Superchunk's new one, Songs in the Key of Yikes. Another new issue, I was really excited about this one, and it's the new one from Nation of Language, called Dance Called Memory. Gorgeous cover. This is the loser edition. That is what Sub Pop call their first issues of any new issue of albums. This is brilliant, sort of 80s inspired synth pop. It really sounds like it fell out about 1984. Look at that pretty, splattery, clear vinyl. I was excited for this one when the song Inept Apollo dropped. I think I saw it on YouTube or on streaming or something. Probably my song of the year right now. I have that song on repeat a lot. A lot of this album doesn't quite measure up to that song. But if you do want to kind of get a better feel for what Nation of Language is all about, check out Strange Disciple. This album is epic. Came out several years ago. I want to say it's like 2022 maybe. This is 80s synth pop defined. Put OMD and New Order in a blender. It's just absolutely infectious synth pop. It is a beautiful album. Then go ahead and give their new one a spin. I might be seeing these guys on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. A used vinyl pickup. Emma, 8 Vinyl Low. Are you sitting down? I finally have Dream Police by Cheap Trick on vinyl. I've never owned this on vinyl. I've had it on CD. It's one of my favorite albums by them. Why I haven't picked it up earlier, I don't know. Dream Police is a great song. This whole album is just Power Pop Overdrive, and it's a great one from Cheap Trick. Glad to add this one to the collection. Okay, these next two. The Blue Nile. Alex at Beer and Vinyl, I got to thank you for kind of putting this back in my brain that I really wanted to see, copies of Blue Nile's two epic albums, Hats and A Walk Across the Rooftops, were available on vinyl. Lo and behold, for a price, they can be had. Shipping from the UK was a bit much, but I found A Walk Across the Rooftops on vinyl. It's a reissue from last year on 180 gram vinyl, plain old black, but it's fine. Blue Nile are just kind of a sort of art pop outfit. They write beautiful soundscape music with haunting vocals. This one is a little bit more up tempo than their even more stellar album called Hats. I would say this is essential listening if you want to get a feel for what Blue Nile is all about. This is either like nighttime music or Sunday morning music because it's very low key, but it's sonically gorgeous. So, very happy to have those in the vinyl collection. All right, this next pile. Do I blame Sam St. John? No. Do I, point him out saying, you showed me about Whatnot and you got me in a bit of trouble? But yeah, Whatnot auction wins. So, what are they? Decemberist. I still need to get the Crane Wife on vinyl. I really want that one. I have a couple of Decemberist albums, but I didn't have I'll Be Your Girl. I do remember when this came out and I streamed it and I was really liking it. So it was strange that it took me so long to eventually pick it up. Excellent album from the Decemberist. I also picked up a kind of avant-garde, shall we call it electronic jazz, by a group called The Comet Is Coming. This is really interesting. It's quite different. Hyperdimensional Expansion Beam. Crazy title. Gorgeous art cover art, huh? Yeah, very cosmic, if you will. Very trippy. It's an interesting little jazz experiment. I was impressed with it. The Comet Is Coming. A couple of more jazz titles. One from Grant Green. This is Idle Moments. That's what it is. Reissue from, I think, Blue Note a couple of years ago. Any Grant Green is good. I don't care what you get. But yeah, the guitar, jazz, extraordinaire. Grant Green. And also, I love everything Dave Brubeck. Call me weird, but this is a live set out of Jazz at Oberlin, the Dave Brubeck Quartet. This is, to use a slang term that's used a lot, this is fire. It is really good. It's very improvisational jazz, but, Dave Brubeck and the Quartet is kicking butt on that one. Good one. A couple more auction wins. Reveal by REM. This is a later REM. Has the fantastic song Imitation of Life on here. That alone is worth the price of admission. If you like later, like post, out of time REM, this is something to try out or at least give a try. Give a try. Try out, give a try. Same thing. Whatever. This is one that Sam kind of put in my brain. I think he got this also from Whatnot. This is She and Him. This is Melt Away, a tribute to Brian Wilson. She and Him covering Brian Wilson songs. Don't Worry Baby, The Whole World, Kiss Me Baby, Do It Again. I can't see side one. Darling, Wouldn't It Be Nice, Till I Die, Melt Away, Goodbye Baby, Don't Talk, Put Your Head on My Shoulder. I don't know if that's it. Anyway, I love the cover art on this. Very nice. I have to give this one a few more spins to kind of say, where am I with that one? The last three are eBay finds that I picked up on the cheap. Well, one is Amazon. Blue Boy. I think I talked about this on a live stream. This is kind of 80s-ish. They're on Sarah Records. Sarah Records was known. They made 100 records and that was it. They completely folded. Blue Boy actually got number 100. I don't think this is it. No, this is actually 001. Go figure. Blue Boy are kind of 80s, not twee pop, but kind of low-key pop. This is great because it's everything Blue Boy ever did, so it's a complete overview of their work, and you can see a progression in the style and the intensity, if you will, of their songs just seem to get better and better over time. Excellent album from Blue Boy. I was glad to pick this up because I thought I had lost my vinyl copy, then I found my vinyl copy, then I realized I didn't have the CD copy. Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming. I've always loved this album, probably more than King of the Wild Frontier. Prince Charming, Stand and Deliver. This was a Record Store Day issue only for the UK. It never came out in America, so I was happy to find this on the cheap. Decent price on that one. It sounds fantastic. Last but not least, I have the last of my Abbey Road remasters of Pete Townsend solo albums, with a couple of exceptions that I have on CD, and I'm fine with that. This is All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes, and this would be a contender for an album that I think of Pete Townsend's solo work that may actually be better than Empty Glass, and I love Empty Glass. I picked Empty Glass up last month, I think, and I love that picture. Just a more solid song structure and not quite as experimental, if you will. Stop Hurting People. The Sea Refuses No River. It starts off with a bang and just keeps going. This is a top-notch Pete Townsend solo album. Is that everything? Yes, my little crate over here is empty. My CDs are over there. Everything else is over here. How did I do that in 12 minutes flat? That's pretty good. Everybody take care. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have picked up in the last month. And next month it's going to be very dry. I need to slow down big time. So, have a great month. Happy October. Halloween if you celebrate it. It's coming. We'll see you soon in another video or live stream. Who knows? Take care. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.